Hi everyone, I'm Jay,
I'm Colin.
and this is Star Wars Conversations. So, how you doing, Colin?
I'm pretty good, Jay. Pretty good, my old chum.
Time,
Um,
time for a bit of Star Wars chat.
yeah, man. Always looking forward to a bit of Star Wars chat. You got?
Loads going on, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, can't get away from all the brilliant Star Wars chat and news. It's
So
yeah,
let's go into this because I mean it's the 18th of January, and by now there's been multiple rumours about the Han Solo trailer dropping. First, it was meant to be last Friday, so a week ago,
yeah.
and then after that didn't happen, it was meant to be Monday just gone, and it still hasn't happened. Still no Solo trailer. What the hell's going on, man?
Well, do you think this is a bad sign? Because with these reshoots, but
I
we
don't.
didn't think were much of an issue. I mean, have they gone to make a trailer and realised
No,
actually there's nothing good to put in it?
well, I don't. I don't think that'd be the case because normally a separate company will cut together a trailer with footage, and that's why you often see stuff that doesn't end up being in the movie anyway.
They might put Bohemian Rhapsody in it.
They might, yeah. But I just thought, I think it's still going to be on May 25th. I think because the synopsis
Or the trailer.
yeah, the trailer. Oh, that's what it is. Because the synopsis just came out for the movie, right?
Right.
And it says at the end of I will read the synopsis in there. But it says Solo, a Star Wars story, releases in US theaters on May 25th, 2018. Maybe it was meant to say Solo, a Star Wars story trailer releases in US theaters.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's happening. But no, I mean, I think they're going to stick with the date because they actually stuck it on the end of the synopsis,
Well, I mean, also, surely
and that's just
planning and stuff, there's no way they could change it now. Surely it's a bit too late.
It's quite late in the day. I mean, yeah, I think it'd be very difficult for them to do it. But I mean, you'd be expecting to see a trailer now, right? I mean, we've done The Last Jedi. It's still in theaters, but it's coming. It's been in there for a while. It's over a month now. So you
could it be that because Last Jedi is still doing better in the cinemas than they thought, and they thought it was being pulled from the cinemas by now, or could that be?
No. They didn't think it was going to be pulled yet because they even made deals with some theatre chains that they need to keep it in their theatre for a certain amount of time, didn't they? So I think they expected The Last Jedi to still be in theatres, but because May is the release date for this, that's only 5 months. So you'd expect some kind of marking to happen. Okay, giving us a synopsis is maybe the first step, but there's not really been an official poster. There's not been, you've not seen anything with any of the actors.
Seen anything? No official stills, have we?
Or anything, no stills. So, I mean, and especially with all the rumours of the trailer coming soon, and, obviously Ron Howard put out a tweet not long ago saying, not long now, hinting at trailer, and nothing, still not happened. So anyway, just to go with this, the around the rim bit of news is that they put out this synopsis. I'll read it. Have you read it?
Can I just say something fast?
Yeah, go for it.
Around the rim. I like to say it.
Ah, okay. So, yeah, the synopsis is, board the Millennium Falcon and journey to a galaxy far, far away in Solo, a Star Wars story, an all-new adventure with the most beloved scoundrel in the galaxy. Through a series of daring escapades deep within a dark and dangerous criminal underworld, Han Solo meets his mighty future co-pilot Chewbacca and encounters the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian in a journey that will set the course of one of the Star Wars saga's most unlikely heroes. So it tells us that we're going to see how Solo and Chewie meet. We kind of figured that was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And he encounters the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian. I thought they were already buddies at this point.
Well, obviously not.
Yeah, obviously not. So they haven't known each other that long.
But surely then that's implying when he wins the Falcon, that's how he becomes his mate.
Yeah, and they'll probably end up being on an adventure together right after that. So yeah, I mean, kind of tells us what I expected we were going to get from the movie anyway. But that's it. There's nothing else about Solo coming out, really. Nothing of any interest. And no trailer, man. So
I can't believe we haven't seen any clips of Lumpy.
Yeah. Right.
Because that if they want to sell Solo a Star Wars story, then you need Lumpy.
Wow.
Because if there's one thing I'm looking forward to, it's hopefully seeing Lumpy.
I'm hoping not to, but we're only 127 days away from Solo. Right? That's not really that long, because if you think about when The Last Jedi was coming out, on one of our podcasts, we're like, we're 149 days away from it. And a few weeks later, we're like, oh my God, it's like 40 days away. And then before we knew it, we were on the movie. Like, the time moved quickly, right? So at this point, you know, the marketing was probably already kicked in for The Last Jedi at this point. You were seeing a bit more stuff. At least you'd seen, I mean, look how many posters there were for The Last Jedi, right? The only picture we've got of this is that semi-unofficial picture that...
Well, let's think about it in terms of Rogue One, because it's more akin with Rogue One than the saga films.
Yeah.
And we had stuff for Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
Like in April or something.
Yeah, I was already getting excited about Rogue One at this point. So,
and that had load of reshoots.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, so, you know, I was definitely expecting to see something. You kind of want to see some kind of footage because, you know, you've got a new guy playing Han Solo. So you want to give people a little taste. And if he's good, which I really hope he is, you want people to sort of see this and get a little bit excited and go, okay, cool, this guy could do it, you know. Or even Donald Glover's Lando, you know he's going to be good, right? You know he's good at everything, right? So you could have some scenes with him and they have Chewie like spazzing out somewhere or whatever. Like, you want to see some of this stuff, but nothing. And that really does surprise me at this point. I thought that this week's episode, I really thought we were going to be talking about the trailer and going through it and, you know, talking about stills of the trailer and that. But nope. Do you think that we'll get the trailer in the next week?
Let me think. I reckon we will get it on... Let me think.
Have you spoken to Kathleen about this at all?
Well, I'm just trying to remember what she might have said to me. She's quite coy. So the Rogue One trailer came out on the 7th of April.
Right.
The first one.
Right. So that is a long way before the release date, right?
Yeah, December, yeah.
So, you know, they're cutting it really short here. And the thing with this is as well...
Because again, we're talking teaser trailer yet. I mean, not even the final trailer. Because the final trailer and the behind the scenes thing had come out by July.
Yeah.
Because it was a celebration.
Yeah. And we haven't even had a teaser. And the thing with this Solo movie, I mean, we've said it before on here, like, I'm more interested in it now. I'm a bit more excited about it. But going back, I wasn't really that bothered about it. I mean, let's be honest, we didn't really need a Han Solo movie. I've never felt like I needed one, so I was not really that excited about it. And then you have The Last Jedi come out, and it's split a lot of people. You know, some people really like it, some people still don't, you know, and that's fine, whatever. But, you know, you want to put something out there to try and get the crowds excited and ready for a new movie. You know, because this is the one that's, I think, the hardest one to sell. Rogue One was very exciting because we were going to see how they got the plans for the Death Star, and, you know, they had that was an exciting story.
Well, also it was the first Star Wars story, and I think everyone wanted to know what was that going to be like. Could they do it?
Yeah.
You know, all the questions we had, like, was there going to be a crawl? Is it going to be the same music? All those things, which we sort of know now. You know,
I mean, we know with this one it's going to have a decent theme tune because John Williams has done it.
Yeah.
But not even a glimpse. A teaser would have been fine by now. If they put out a sort of 30-second teaser, we'd all be well excited right now. Well, hopefully, you know what I mean. We'd have seen something, but nothing at all. So
all we need to do is show Obi-Wan quickly, and then we'll all be happy.
Well, yeah, that's a bit way off, mate. But yeah, so you don't have any ideas on when you think that we're going to see this? It's got to be within the next couple of weeks. It must.
I honestly don't think it'll be till Last Jedi leaves the theatre, so whenever that is.
Well, I mean, it's been pulled in China, but that's just because they weren't interested.
They didn't like it.
Yeah.
They didn't like.
Yeah, Star Wars doesn't work in China, which surprises me. But but yeah, that's really it, man. That's the conversation around the rim. We're all expecting a trailer. We ain't getting a trailer yet.
Well, and the only other thing we're looking forward for is the end of Rebels.
Yes, I am looking forward to the end of Rebels. So, the second half of this final season returns on February 25th.
That's right, yeah.
And today, 2 more episode titles have been released. These ones are in March. The first one's on March 10th. And the title of this one pretty much tells me I'm going to hate it.
Yeah.
So this one's Wolves and a Door. All right. So Ezra and the Ghost Crew learn the Empire has plans for the Jedi Temple on Lothal. And so that's on March 10th. And the second one is on March 17th, A World Between Worlds. While the other rebels engage in the Imperial forces outside of the Jedi Temple, Ezra gains access inside and experiences a revelation. Why isn't Ezra dead yet? So, it comes out on the 25th of February. By the 17th of March, Ezra's still being the best Jedi in the history of Jedis. So, yeah.
The only good thing is Kanan might be dead by now.
Hopefully.
Because we've got the episode on the 4th of March called Doom.
So it's Caleb Doom, that's his original name before he was a Jedi.
So it could be the Doom of him.
Maybe. The other thing is that along with this, Dave Filoni put out a picture of Thrawn looking really gormless, like a drawing. It is a really, really gormless picture. And it says, "Don't worry, my friends, it will all be over soon." So maybe he knows that everyone finds it painful. Well, I assume everyone does. I find it painful. I can't wait for it to end. So yeah,
I can't wait for it to end just because I want to know how they actually do resolve all of this. So.
I can't wait for it to end just because I want to know how they resolve all of it, and because then I've watched it the whole way, and I'm sick of watching it. But I've put in too much of my time to stop now, so I need it to end so that I can stop.
I think the reason you're looking forward to it finishing is so that the new series can start about what's his face, your favourite bounty hunter type guy, and Ezra going off and doing it.
Hondo
and Ezra, the new series.
Oh god,
about hijinks.
I don't think I'd watch it. I just don't think I'd watch it. But you know what? In a way, I am kind of looking forward to the new series because I want to know what the new one's going to be. I'm sure that when it comes out, I'm going to hate it, but I'm kind of looking forward to finding out what it is.
I just hope they aim for a different age group. Maybe they think, all right, we've had Rebels for the kiddies. Let's do something for those kiddies that have now grown up 5 years later.
They will probably aim for the same age group, but I just hope that they don't make it as stupid. As I've said before, the original Star Wars, I watched it when I was a little child, and that wasn't stupid, but it had enough stuff to keep me entertained.
Well, I think the next one is going to be similar to the Ewoks cartoon, and it's going to be about the Porgs.
Oh God, yeah, that could happen, man.
The Porgs.
That could happen. I was about to say something, right, but I would probably regret it. I was going to say, maybe it'd be something like Droids, which I loved Droids back in the day, but I'd hate it.
You would have hated it if you watched it now.
I'd hate it now. I'd hate it now. Although I did like Tiggy.
Yeah. I did. To be honest, I hated Droids and Ewoks. I thought they're both rubbish.
Ewoks was bad, yeah.
In fact, I don't think I even watched them. I think I watched a couple of episodes and thought, no, this is rubbish. Even then, I knew it was rubbish.
Hell, I just want them to say, you know what, we're not good at doing these Star Wars cartoons, but we're going to bring back Dungeons and Dragons. That'll make me happy.
Yeah. Or He-Man.
Yeah, but they did bring it back in the mid-2000s, and that was a much better version than what they did originally. It was amazing. I wish they'd bring that back. So anyway, that's the news around the REM, Colin. That's what happened, man. That's about it.
Good. Well, what else we got? I've got. I haven't read any comics since last week's amazing catch up, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I haven't had a chance to read anymore. But I can tell you about 2 lovely Christmas presents I received.
Oh, tell us.
Would you like me to do that?
Yeah, do.
First of all, I'll tell you about The Last Jedi Visual Dictionary. Now, this is the next volume in the lovely series that comes out with every saga film. It's not as good as the Rogue One complete guide, whatever it was called.
No, that was just brilliant. Wasn't
because what the Rogue One did was have everything all in one book, whereas what they do for the saga films, it seems, is they have the visual dictionary, they have a cross sections book, and it's all separate.
Yeah.
So it's a bit annoying because that Rogue One book really sort of set the thing, but this one's put together by Pablo Hidalgo again, and it's really, it's the same quality as previous. I mean, it's the quality we always expect now from these books.
It's actually currently £5.99 on Amazon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So that's a really good price.
Yeah, it's a really good, and it's it's as detailed as you normally expect. It's got all the key characters in it, all the characters in the background. Gives you a bit of information you might not have known. Gives you all the wonderful characters from Canto Bight that everyone loves. What else has it got? It's got anything really cool, but what it hasn't got is an amazing find like our favourite from Rogue One. What's his tam
Posler.
Tam Posler. It's got the Farvia jockeys who look like Power Rangers in this. I love them. I thought, who the hell are these guys? Then I realised what they were. They were the jockeys. They look like
they do look like the Power Rangers.
They look like Power Rangers in this. I'm like, oh, if only they looked like that in the film.
And if only they created a Megazord Farvia.
Oh yeah.
Right now, Canto Bight's getting good.
Yeah, that would have been wicked. You get to find out the name of the kid that used a bit of Jedi powers at the end. Do you want to know his name?
Go for it.
Temri Blag.
Yeah, we ain't going to be seeing him again.
So remember that name, Jay. I reckon he could be the star of a new Johnson trilogy.
Nah, he won't be.
The trilogy of penises. So look, I mean, we all know the crap with these books. They're just really high quality. They're brilliant if you really want to see all the detail, find out a lot of stuff that Pablo makes up about stuff. It's got all the key characters. It's got all the key places. It's got a nice map of the Temple Island, a tissue. It's got Rose's ring. It's got quite a lot about the Praetorian Guards. It's got all our different weapons and our helmets and stuff. That's quite cool. It's got Snoke slippers.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Snoke slippers.
Snoke's painful stance has caused him to prioritise comfort.
Are you kidding me?
That's what it says. You can't see it.
Oh my god. So Colin's just showing me a picture of it, but yeah, they look like genie slippers.
Yeah, they're cool.
Are they?
But I love the way the description says Snoke's painful stance has caused him to prioritise comfort, which is probably why he's got the lovely robe.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it doesn't say much about the robe apart from it's corded Aurora pile fabric calat robes. But yeah.
Huh.
So if you want to know more about Snoke slippers, I recommend getting this book.
Oh yeah. I really want to know about them.
It is good. It's a really nice book. Looks great. So, and it, it was a good little read on Christmas Day while I was munching around food and stuff. Yeah, it's good. Very good. The other good present I got, and this one is probably a little bit less mainstream. I don't know if you remember, I've talked to you about it before, Jay. I got, a little while ago, I went to a comic convention and I met an artist called Paul Butcher. And he does really excellent paintings. He does quite a lot of like film type poster paintings, like that sort of detail, that sort of look. Like he's done a brilliant one of Jaws, and he's done all this kind of stuff. He's got really great likenesses, and he had a collection of prints, that thing called what he called Star Wars Visions.
Okay.
And they're all different characters from Star Wars, from the original trilogy. And the unique thing was about it, they're always like a headshot, but in the eyes or the visor or whatever the character's got, there was a reflection of that key scene. So, for instance, the 3 prints I brought of him were Darth Vader, and the reflection was Obi-Wan about to fight him on the Death Star. There's one of Boba Fett where he's got the reflection of Han and Leia kissing on Bespin, and I've got one of the Royal Guard, Emperor's Royal Guard, and the reflection is Vader and Luke about to go up to the Emperor. So I absolutely love this set. And my lovely wife actually, so what Paul's done is he's actually got all 12 of these images and put them into a calendar. So I know he's got an Etsy store which you can find called The Art of Paul Butcher, and I think he's still got a few of these calendars left. But I just thought it's really, it's brilliant. It's really nice quality. It's a big size calendar.
That's very nice. So, the art's excellent.
Yeah, and
I like that one.
Yeah, so there's a bit of theme. So I'll just tell you the characters that are in it. So January's Echo Base, and it's a stormtrooper, and in the reflection is the Falcon escaping in his eye. There's Bosk with Han Solo frozen carbonite as a reflection.
That's Boosh.
Boosh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What do I call a boss for? You've got the stormtroopers on Tatooine with Han Solo trying to make a run for it on one of them. You've got the Death Star gunner with the map, the Yavin 4.
Nice.
Thing,
yeah, that's a cool one.
In his eye. And it's called You May Fire When Ready. You've got the Darth Vader one I mentioned that I've already got. You've got the Biker Scout when you've got Luke with his lightsaber and a reflection.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. R2 on Dagobah with Yoda and his reflection. That's a really nice one.
The art is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean like I say, this is like movie poster quality art. This guy, I mean, he's a really brilliant artist. I recommend you go on his Etsy site anyway, Art of Paul Butcher, because he's got loads of prints on there. He's got a brilliant one of Hulk from Thor Ragnarok, and but you've got like a TIE fighter pilot with the X-wing. I know he's got the Falcon in his reflection. No escape. What else have we got? We've got the Boba Fett one I just mentioned. You've got an AT-AT driver with a snow speeder in his one. You've got Darth Vader with Luke's X-wing in his reflection.
Oh wow, that's a really good picture of Vader.
That is really nice, really nice. And then the last one is the Emperor Guard one I've got. So, I mean, to be honest, I'm really glad I've got this, because now I've got all of these images that I can just cut out at the end of the year, and I've got the little prints. So, so I mean, it's a real bargain to get the calendar, regardless. But I mean, I just thought I'd mention it because he's a really nice bloke as well. So, really friendly. So, I thought I'd give it a shout out.
That is very cool. It's really cool stuff you got there. Nice, man.
Yeah. Nice little present, that.
That is, yeah. Cool. So,
So that's it, I think.
Yeah. Nothing else to add?
I don't think so, mate.
We've managed to do a really nicely timed show.
Well, that's because there's nothing to talk about.
That's right.
So well done us. Having nothing to talk about. Unlucky listeners, I would say. But I'm sure next week there will be something for us to talk about. So please come back.
I actually, I hope that next week that the trailers drop by then. There really should be, and if it does, then I'm sure we'll record a bit earlier.
And I tell you what, even if it doesn't, we'll make up something, and it'll be real fun. I promise you.
We'll make up some fake news. Yeah.
I'll read some comics.
Oh, there you go. Cool. All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to sign us off. So, you can find us in all the usual places. We're on Facebook at Star Wars Conversations.
Yeah.
You can find us on Twitter. You can find by putting in hashtag Star Wars Convo or just at Star Wars Convo. You can find Colin on Twitter at
Captain Colin.
And you can find me on Twitter at 1933 Eagles. You can also find us everywhere on the internet where you can find podcasts, so SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, numerous others. Just
Google Play, I think.
Google
probably.
Play. Just look for at Star Wars Convo or Star Wars Conversations. You'll find us. If you use your eyes, you'll find us. And then we're also on a place called the Taylor Network of Podcasts, which Colin's going to tell you all about, including a new podcast that's appeared on there.
Yeah, so Taylor Network Podcast, an awesome load of podcast feeds. It's got all your podcast needs. It's got comic podcasts like Double Page Spread and Gotham by Geek and Sunday Comics. And it's got TV and film ones like Nothing's On, and you've got pop culture and general geeky chats and things like No Apologies and Culture Trapping. You've got D&D and that kind of role-play things, Empowered and Shift and Spirit of 77. There's so many brilliant things on there. You've got our brilliant podcast. You've also got Go Trek Yourself for the Star Trek fans. And now there's a new TARDIS podcast, which stands for Times and Relative Discussions in Space. And that one would be of particular interest because there's a very familiar Gallifreyan Time Lord on there. And his two companions, who you'll know one of them at least, Darryl Taylor, and another guy called Paul Sherman, who knows loads about Doctor Who. So really great podcast, and that's great for new and old listeners of viewers of Doctor Who, because not only do we talk about the new stuff, but we go into the old stuff, but not in a boring way. It's more about a guide to and let you know all the things you might want to know for the future, that kind of stuff. So we go into like best characters and storylines you might need to know about for the future episodes and stuff. So good fun.
Awesome. Sounds good. And you've just had your second episode, right?
No, the first episode's just dropped. We've recorded a few more, but they won't be dropping till next month.
Right, cool. All right, so that's it for us. Thank you for joining us, and until next week,
punch it, Chewie.
See you around, kid.